Hello, welcome. We finally get there. Uh, I managed to save the save. I managed to get the save up and running. The new DLC. There was a couple of issues. I managed to get them sorted. A few things when I opened the save file was missing.
Hi, this is your
So
host,
that's
Katie
up and
Kelly.
running just now.
You're listening to
Um,
Calm the
the
Mind.
city is back. When I started, there was like probably about 50,000 people. For some reason, the collection of dead bodies wasn't working well. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's DLC. I don't know if it's the actual game mechanics changed. Something changed and I wasn't working well. So I have to fix this issue. And as you see, city is back to 117,000 people and it's growing back. So I hope all will be good. There is one issue that is this part of the city. I'm not gonna go anywhere close there because it's just not looking good. I have to fix it, but that will be the next episode. In this one, as we have new DLC, let's just have a look at our airport, which was long postponed, and I was keep waiting for all the mods to update to actually get back to it. So when I was waiting for the population to go up and get back, I think it was the last one I remember was 123,000, so we're getting there pretty quick. So one thing that was an issue was, as you see, I actually left this in here. There was a small river just in here, but I have plans for this part of our land. So what I did, I actually use wide canal just to move the river to this side. And if any of you use this map, you know this there wasn't actually functioning dam. So what I did, I changed this to actually dam, so it's up and running just now. Half of the city was flooded in between, but now it looks to me it's actually working fine, which is good. So we have option to add our airport, which I'm gonna show you. The one thing I want to save, see what I did in this city when this airport was put in place. I actually save this. I don't know. You can like landing path for the planes, as you see in here. Thinking that will be good to have this option for them to have like all the small buildings in here. So that was safe. And the same time, that's not the best position for this flying path in here, so I'm thinking we're gonna go for something like this. I still want to have them crossing one each other because I think like on most the airports you can have it, you know, just two different directions, depends on the winds, and two different approach path should be there. So what we're gonna do today, we actually gonna switch off this airport, we actually gonna remove it altogether. When that will be back, then what I'm gonna do, see all those helipads we have in here, I'm actually gonna put them back in here. So just for now I'm gonna remove them. I put like a temporary road just in there, just to give me an option to move all of those services in here. I was waste transfer. I think we have to use move it for that. Taxi depot, yes, we have to move it as well. That's our fire station. We can actually put it in maybe in here. Just for now, what else we have? That's another taxi depot, we can move that. That's our crematorium, we're gonna move it in here. For now, that's a radar tower, which is actually quite nice looking building, so I'm gonna use it later on, but for now that's gonna stay in there. And we have this radar tower, which is let's just move you there. This one is actually quite cool, look. It's actually moving, so we're gonna use that. The only thing we can't move is this because it's a waste transfer. So what we have to do, we have to move it. And I think I'm just gonna remove it. Yeah. So the new DLC, the airports are massive, so we have to do something about that. Let's just see if I have any bus lanes. Yeah, there's one. Actually 3 of them. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna remove them from here. And there we go. One more. Oh, that's away. They will be removed from here, temporary. And we have our metro. And see for this metro line, which one is it? That's metro lines. So that's this one. It's quite popular. We're gonna get it back, but for now I have to remove it. You see, then all those lines will be here and will be screaming for finding paths, so we have to remove them. Sorting facility, oh, that's a heavy on traffic, so let's just put it in there. Same for this one. Let's just go for there. Again, our fire station. We can have one in here. There's a couple of buildings in doctor's office. We have to remove that. It will be actually quite nice to find a spot for you. It could go in there. We have our McDonald's,
yeah, you do. What's the catch?
which
There
we
is
can
one.
put
Anyone who wants it can
in
have it.
here.
They just have to ask
That's
for
a
it.
good spot
Our
for
3-day
us.
sleepaway camp is the perfect place to strike it rich. Who are we?
And that's
well, we're
our
the #1 dream makers in the
intercity
region.
bus hub.
And you
So this
are a motivated,
that
driven,
needs to
confident
go.
individual who has
Oh
a
my goodness,
desire
I don't
to
have
make
space
it
for
big.
you. It's
Run!
massive.
Don't walk! Get your heart rate above 120. This is exciting. This offer is just for
mean,
you because you deserve it. Come alone.
Let's just
so
go
don't wait.
for
The early bird
that.
catches the worm,
It's not
and the
sport for
worm
it, but
is
it
a
just
bus at
see,
133
that's
Industrial
this.
Way that leaves
Then
at
we can
dawn.
move
So
all
grab
our
destiny by the
taxi
horns.
stands,
Go on, grab it. It's yours for the
basically
taking. Money for nothing.
So
What does
they
it
still
feel
there.
like to
They
drive a
just not
cloud?
gonna
What does it
do
feel
anything
like to
for us
steer a river?
just now.
What does it
As
smell
we
like
have
to
to
smell a
remove
mountain?
a couple of spots,
At
and then we're gonna
Jubilee,
wait
we're
for
committed to letting you do
level
the
up,
impossible.
leveling
And
up
now
for our
we've
airport.
succeeded in letting
So-
you drive the undrivable. The Jubilee Dimension.
Okay, you are about to
The
destroy
car
this structure. Do you
engineer
wish to
said
proceed?
shouldn't be made. Test drive one
Yes.
today
Oh
and
my
experience
goodness.
what
It's done.
scientists for decades claimed
So
was beyond
what
the
we're
realm
gonna
of
do just
safe
now?
driving.
Let's just start
Jubilee.
by
Be
removing
reasonable
a few
or be
roads
fast.
and connections and stuff like that. So let's just do that.
It's time for another meditation moment.
Those roads as well. So let me just clean it and I get back to you in few seconds. Okay, now our land is clean and ready to make a space for our airport. As you see, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this a bit bigger than it will be at the end, but I'm just gonna use it just to zone as much space as I need for the future development for it. So let's just go for that, and let's just see how it's gonna end up. I just need to check what's the height of it. No, that will be too low because that's gonna end up at no. We have to fix it straight away. That needs to be at level 47. I checked that before. See the river side in here. It's at level 45, so if I leave it at level 45, it's just gonna get everything flooded. So let me just remove that and start over again. Sorry, there we go. So that will be the land we actually gonna go and try to achieve. So that's all this. I mean, see, the thing with this new zone, it's not ideal, but we have to use that tool to actually get our land. Okay.
Thank you for joining us for another relaxing.
Okay, so now let's just go down a bit,
This is your host,
and let's just
Amy
see
Galloway.
what we're getting. I mean, it won't be bad, but I'm not sure how it's gonna end up at the end. So that will change to some degree. So let's just check what we have just now, and I try to be as close as possible I can to this land, and then we can adjust. I don't know how the canals will behave. I know they're sometimes a bit tricky, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work with the water in there, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because there will be no doubt there will be a lot of flooding. Let me just, I've seen, I can't remember who was it. Oh my goodness me. I didn't ask for that, sorry. Okay, now we're gonna do this by hand. So there will be a lot of flooding and stuff like that, so that will be a bit of a disaster for a few seconds. There is not really a solution for it. That will be our flight path. So what will be one of the runways will be in there, and then we're gonna take see this soil thing. That will be our airport. I think we need to do something in here, but it has to be a bit smaller, and then I'm gonna use the standard tool, and I'm gonna see how we're gonna end up. Let's just do that, and there we go. So, oh my goodness me. You know what, before anything goes wrong, there is one solution for that. One second. I've seen it before, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this flooding prevention wall, and I will try to save our city to some extension. So let's unpause this, and I get back to you in a few seconds. I just need to wait for water to settle. Okay, so we're back. a small another wave. There's a couple of them, but it's getting easier now. So what I did, I just marked down a couple of runways, and as you see, this one is roughly in the path. I think we need to change this slightly. I just use gravel road just to get there, and I think from that point that should be probably there. I was thinking about this, and as I can imagine, see that should be somewhere in here. That's a bit lower, so I think we should be probably like maybe there for the path. Okay. I will have 2 runways, and the airport will be both. Once again, my goodness me, the airport will be both cargo and passenger. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna lay down runways. Those roads were there just to get me some basic idea where I want to have my runways. Now I'm thinking what will be the good starting, so I think I'm gonna have them landed from this side and starting that way. So that means we have to go to our airport connection. So I think we should do this. Let's just, why there's so many waves, I don't know. There's another one and another one, I'm just gonna leave it. When it's settled, it's settled. I'm not gonna waste my time on this. I'm just thinking the minimum is how much? 50 units. So I think I'm gonna go for something around 100 maybe, but I want to start this like 120 will be enough. Yeah, I think so, and direction is good. So there we go, that's our first runway. This one will have the other direction, and I'm thinking the reason for it, I've seen in all different airports you have different directions for runways, and it all depends on wind condition. So in this case we're gonna have this runway going, let's just say 120. Actually this one could be a
Bring
bit
the whole
longer,
family to
just in case we're gonna have a bigger planes or anything like that. We can actually make this a bit longer.
And the best home style
So I
meals
would
in
say
town.
let's just go
We'll make
for
sure you always leave at the old grain mill
120
with a smile and a full belly.
units.
Now, be sure that you come down to at the old grain mill, old-fashioned family restaurant, and not the abandoned
There we
grain
go.
facility at the edge of town. It's not safe
So
for
we have
visitors
2
and poses
runways.
serious risks to anyone who dares enter that
The water
old
will
mill,
settle
which was
down in a minute.
forced to close down years ago. We
Perfect.
ordered our sign and uniforms before we learned of the existence of that dangerous old
So
flower
now
mill, so we are not
can
responsible for what
remove
happened
our
there on that
temporary roads.
awful night.
There
We just
go.
want to focus on making great meals every night at the old grain mill, old-fashioned family restaurant at the old grain
not
mill,
really
from
sure
our
why I
family
have
to yours.
this sand
Dinosaurus,
bar
the
in
only
here.
restaurant where the servers are
So
dinosaurs.
can I-
Our
there
animatronics
we
are so
go, I can
real,
remove
you'll
that
think a
process.
T-Rex is serving you T-bone, a pterodactyl is serving you
all of that.
teriyaki, that a brontosaurus
we're
is
gonna do
serving you
some
chili dogs.
sort
Every
of
dish is an
decoration
archaeological
after.
find. like our
the
Stego
water
Getty,
is all
our
over the place,
Leftoburger
but I'm
Rex,
not gonna go
or
there
the
just
pile
now.
of crumbled
It's
sticky brownies
not really
adventurously named
important
the
for
Dino
us.
Droppings.
So,
take a trip into the wild
one thing we
at
need to do,
Dinosaurus. You can dine
the previous
in
one
or
was pretty
dine
close
out.
to the buildings in here. I mean, that's close, but I think the main noise you're gonna have will be from runways.
Hi, this is
And
your
I think
host,
we're gonna
Katie
have
Calloway,
a
and
terminal
you're listening to
somewhere in
Calm the
here,
Mind. We just got
and
a great question from one of
that
our
would be
listeners
part
about
for the
meditation.
cargo terminal.
James writes, when
I
I try
think I have
meditating,
access to it. I
can't
mean,
stop
I
thinking
unlock
about keeping my mind
everything.
blank. And then I start thinking
Where
about how
are
I
we?
can't stop thinking
Public
about it.
transport, there we go.
Jamie, I know
Cargo
just what you
terminal.
mean.
I want
I
station
think
and
of
the terminal
meditation like
itself.
a camera, and it sounds to me like you're so focused on
There
trying
we
to
go.
focus that you forget to focus on what you're really trying to focus on, and that is to stop fiddling with the camera.
I think that's
Because
for the
it's when
planes,
things
so
are
the
a little
road
fuzzy,
connection
they're
should be
really
there.
at their clear.
But how station
So
is
just
working?
let that
Okay, so
camera
we
go.
need
Close your eyes
road
or
access to
squint
this one,
and try not to think about it.
and already
And
have
to help with that,
cargo
here's some
line
more
in
relaxing
here.
music.
So we're gonna change it backwards. I believe the bottom one, that's the plane stance. To be honest, I don't know how to remove you know what, let's just place it down. Let's just place it down and have a look. I don't like this. I'm not the fan of this part. And can we remove it? No. What about if I use? No, that's. See, that's the thing. It just. I don't need it in here, but it's a must, so that's fine. Then this. Okay. We can attach this to the terminal. So there we go. That will be our cargo, and I think we're gonna make a loop at each end, and that will give us option to 1 second. We have this. Yes, we can unlock it. Okay, can I remove it now? Yes. Oh my goodness me. That's just brilliant. That's just brilliant. Now we can actually move our terminal to the position where it should be. 1 second. This. How to select? How to select? There we go. So what I'm gonna do, my train line they over there, and I want this terminal to be next to the motorway, as you see, just because I want a connection there. So I think the best spot for that will be like somewhere in here. We can have something in here for cargo, something in here. The only thing is just the angle of it. It won't be the easiest one to connect. So I think we're gonna go for something like that. So that's our cargo terminal, our main terminal, and that's the question. So what we have? We have classic style, we have modern style, and we have ultra modern. And I think I'm gonna go for that. You know, it won't be the biggest airport, but at the same time, I'm just gonna go for look of it. I mean, terminal, we can actually have it.
You are special. You are perfect. You are part
Like in
of a
here.
great unity. You can do anything. You could be anyone. You could be a radio personality.
That will give us some
You
space.
could even have my job. Just be
Let's just
warned
try
that the
that.
stuff they have you read here can quickly lead to mental
Ooh,
instability.
solo.
But that's fine too.
No,
We
no,
are
no.
in a no judgment zone here, folks. Now let's hear some more uplifting music.
Okay. We adjust the height. So now we need an aircraft stand, which is fine. So that's our terminal. And I think that's the starting point. So let's just let me just remove some water from here, and I get back to you in a second.
How?
So
It's
our
not funny
water
business, it's
finally
money
settled.
business.
Now it
You
was
give your
quite
money
a
to
while,
us, and it will grow with interest.
but it's finally
That's the plan,
there,
at least.
so we can
Maybe that's too
move
complicated
on
for
to
you.
the next step.
Imagine planting a
So
money
first
tree
of
in
all,
the
what
ground
I'm
and
gonna do,
watering it.
I'm gonna
Hold on.
connect
Imagine if you had
our
a money pet and you fed it more money, and after digesting it would.
1 second.
Okay. You want to go
I think
money
so.
fishing,
So
so you use a
that's
little money to
our
catch a big money.
train
You know,
line,
just come in
and
and
I'm
talk
gonna
to us. We
connect
have even
this
more metaphors that
line
allow us to avoid saying what we
with
really do with
our
your money. Hammer
cargo
Bank.
station.
Feed the
So
money
let's just
monster.
go on the side of current tracks. I'm not really
This
sure
is
why
your
it
host,
is.
Katie Calloway, bringing you the
I
most
think we
calming
need to
music
raise
on the
this
air. You're
for
listening
now,
to
and then
Online
we're
Radio.
gonna to terrain height. There we go. And we're gonna change position of it in a few seconds. I think I'm gonna go like this and see those two lines. I want to have a nice connection, so I'm gonna go like this with those two, and we're gonna extend this and come on, and this one. And now how to make a nice connection. So what I'm gonna do, I think I actually would like to have one of them going over there, and don't think it's possible. That's fine, fair enough. I mean, that's our cargo line, and that should go out. I don't have this connection, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You can't have everything. I mean, what we could do, we can go one of them over. No, that's just gonna make everything too complicated. So let's just remove this part. Yeah, and see if you go with your road guidelines and this track. There we go. That will be nice, clean connection. And exactly same thing I'm gonna do with this track, because all I wanted is have this connection like that. There we go. We need to move it slightly, but that's fine for now. So there we go, that's connection to outside world, and that's connection as a road connection, and we're gonna have a loop to the motorway and loop back, so we can have this as a standard road, 2 units, just standard road. I don't need anything more just now, so let's just make this connection happen. You know what? I'm gonna do connection like this, because I want to have this connection done, so it's actually gonna start working. And the reason for it, you need to get to certain level. Okay. See, water is just all over the place. That was old airport, so the water is just not there. I'm gonna clean it in a second. I will do this off camera. So we have this terminal connected. I actually don't want standard trains. We have this connected as well, so we can make our plane stands in here, which we can go and do it just now. So if you go to cargo, there we go, that's your cargo stands. And I want to make 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go. That's fine. That's gonna look okay. See, that will give us some inclination in about the size we will be after. And you need so that's connected, and we need connection to the outside world. So let's just see what we can do. Okay, of course direction is, come on. Wrong direction, and that will be removed. And this one will go like that. So now they can go out. The way they're gonna come in, I like it. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yes, that's gonna stay there. That's fine. So if I go for that. Our terminal just in there. How to make this happen? I think I'm gonna go like this.
Hi, this is your host, Katie Calloway. We're
what are we
digging deep
gonna have?
today, all the way down to that
90
ultimate place of blissful
like that.
peace. Not in a weird way. You're listening to Calm the Mind Radio. Don't touch that dial.
There we go. Like this. Oh, come on, please connect. And like this. Okay. And okay. Now it's working. Now it's just directions of it, which is fine. There we go. And you wrong way, and we can remove that and that. So now okay, so now this is connected. It's not gonna work because we need connection to that, I know. But what we need to do now is have this connected there. And we will have, I want this connection. Yes. Let's see what I want. So what's the length for that? 11. So there we go. I want this connection. That's fine. And I want this just. And I want this. And this. And again, terminal is wrong way. We have how many units? Come on, 7. Let's just go for 510. For 80, so that's a wrong spot. I know it's close, but I want to have it in a better position. 500. There we go. This. Come on. There we go. So all we have to do now is just clean it up. See, in here you will have some hangars, you will have fuel and stuff like that, so that's why we need this. Directions that will be sorted shortly. We can have this. Why is not parallel? We have 29. 29. That just means sorry. Sorry. Okay. They should behave like roads, but they might be slightly different. Terminal could be here, but we need. So see, like fuel, that should be like way in the back. That's just what I'm thinking. You shouldn't have fuel next to your terminal, because if anything goes wrong, that's a air fuel, which is very, very dangerous. So I would say we could have 1, 2, and 3 terminals. There we go. Okay, so that's a start. And all we have to do is just find a space for the terminal. Let me just move it a couple of times and get back to you in a second. Okay, I think I will have it. So what I'm thinking to do now, see, with this space in here, we're gonna have extension of our
and with an appropriate markup, bring it to you. Just because you don't have taste
show you how to
doesn't
do it. So
mean
see,
you shouldn't have
I'm
pants.
thinking with what we're gonna do, we're
Clothes,
gonna have
but not quite.
this probably to this point, like that, and I'll try to be.
Hi, this is your host, Katie Calloway, and you're
I
listening
don't know if I
to
can
Calm
be parallel
Mind.
to that road. Let's just try like this, maybe. Maybe not as long as that, but see what that's gonna give us. That will give us an option to have stands for the small planes. So that's all you like economic lines. So I will go. Let's actually have a look. So if I have this one in here, where it's gonna end up? No, we can have 4 maybe. No. No. That's, I will say, there. And I've seen one thing. If I use move it, can I align them? Line of objects. Yes. So that's our stance for economic lines. So now what we have to do is make connection between them. That's one thing. And you can make a connection there, there. It's such a mess, I know. There. Okay. I don't need this, but I want this to be parallel to that. So how to do it? Let's just go for I need to switch off angle. So what I want is just to be close to that. There we go. I don't need this. And I think I want this like that, and this will be removed because see, those planes are the cargo planes. Oh my goodness me, what happened there? The cargo planes, they're not so nice to work with. So what's the length in here? 13. So if I go 13 in there, can I have nice clean connection? Oh my goodness me. One too much. Okay. Now, of course, direction of them is absolutely wrong. So that way, that way, that way. It's a small section there. That way. So So that will give us access to there, back in here and back in there. Okay, fair enough. So this part will be sorted. Okay, so this connection is done. Now, you know what? Let's just connect our airport. I just want it to run. Just 2 seconds. I get back to it. So now, let's just make something here for our big lines. And what I want to do is have this, if it's possible, of course, parallel to that road. To do it, I'm actually gonna use
home on the airwaves for peace and
the road itself.
We're back for more, and we just got an intriguing message from a local mystic named Helena. She wrote, "Some look with longing to the past,
like in
while
here.
others wish to escape it. The mystic eye sees through
Just
the
as a
folds of
guidance
time and beholds a
line.
perfect unity." Interesting.
So
I
if
wonder
I
if
go
Helena could tell
here,
me. Oh, she probably wouldn't know. It'll sort itself out. It doesn't matter. No need to think about that. Besides, what's the worst that could happen?
there we go.
No, let's
So
get back
now
to
can you
calming
remove
our
that?
minds with some relaxing music. This is your
Can you
host,
remove
Katie
that?
Calloway.
And I want this connection like this. So see, now what you have is one second. I think we can remove this and we can remove this. There we go. That's a bit nicer. I think what we can have in here is just the stands. I can remove those just for now. We can have large aircraft, cargo, so we go for large. So the large one could be, you know, as a main line, we can have one, two, and three. It's like a premium spot, and then you can have one, two, three of them as a cheaper lines, I will say. So in this term, you know, if you're paying premium for the ticket, you're a bit closer. If you're not paying premium for the ticket, you have to just wait your time. So now, if that's sorted, we can make a connection to those. And how to make this connection nicer. Okay. I think it should go the opposite way, but we get there. We get there in a second. Okay, so this is longer, so the big planes, like those ones, they're gonna land in here. And what I want this to be that, like that. And 90. Then we're gonna have again some flooding. I wish to avoid this, but we can't. Won't be a big and massive one, but probably some sort. So if we go 90 there, I can do that. So that's wrong direction. So that's landing there. Going there, further. So you just landed. Oh, we go. Okay. So now we can start improving things. That should be a nice gentle. There we go. It doesn't have to be like that. So what we could do is just make this connection like this. Okay. So you just landed, you go in there, stands. So we're getting somewhere. So if you go back, let's take it back. Just remove all the roads. Okay, that's clean. That's clean enough. So you going back. Of course, we're not gonna have this in there, because what will happen, we need actual I don't know if I can say junction in there, but you know, to some extension. Oh, there we go. Wonder how you're gonna find your path. Let's just see what you actually gonna. Okay. Okay, no water. There we go. That's your water. See the water pipes. We need to clean them up. They're just absolutely mess, but that's fine. At this point, I just want to get all the roads connected. Okay, so you're going there, and you're probably gonna go there. There is no connection here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So that's the first one. So now we need connection here, and that will give us this connection. So those, they can go there. I'd also wish for them to go in here. So this is wrong. So that should be other way.
Last year, Horse Economy 3 smashed PC sales records and took the industry by storm. Now the hit Equine Economic Simulator has a new expansion that delves into the cutthroat world of real estate. Horse Economy 3, Stable Markets. Can you work your way from lowly horse to be the head of a major real estate empire? Can you spin your holdings into a billion-dollar conglomerate? Can you work your way under the fence and out of your pen and onto your life as a property mogul? Spreadsheets have never been hotter. Pre-order now and get a free horse hat. Horse Economy 3, Stable Markets. Buy low, sell hay.
They not allow to use that, so that doesn't exist. I know it's a really small connection, but
This is your host, Katie Calloway.
as well.
I got to work a little early today. And you know what I was reading in the lobby? That our brains are basically a liquid crystal computer. So we should, in principle, be able to communicate with rocks. Believe me, I have tried in the past, but I just can't get through to them. Or maybe it's me blocking them. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that the guy who writes those brochures is onto something. We all just need to figure out what that is.
So that's
You're listening to Calm the Mind
no
Radio.
need for this path in there. We don't need that. Okay. So what we have now, I just want to have this working. Sorry, it's getting so slow, and I know the reason. There's a junction over there which is really patchy and I have to fix it, but I want to get this up and running first. So we have land, go to your stand, go back, start again. There we go. That's the big ones. That's big loop. So let's just check the other one. I'll try to find this offline, sorry, and I'll get back to you in a few seconds. So as you see, we have layout done. Entrance, it's a bit of a mess. Same for the cargo. I'm gonna fix a couple of things in here, but airport, it's actually working. Oh, we're gonna have a no, that will be good. Maybe with this one. Oh, that will be. Oh, just. So see this, the shorter one, it's for cargo, and it's for all the Ryanairs, all the Wizards, and all the cheap lines in here, just next to cargo. So basically, That's you know, if you're paying less for the tickets, you have to walk a longer distance. You have big lines in here, which we're gonna get to them. That's the closest one to the main terminal, and then you have medium ones. So let's just say that's like a medium range planes. So it's working. That was the main thing. Now we have to do just clean up. Take care of the shoreline, take care of the stands and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you how we're doing just now with the passenger. There we go, we are perfect. We on level 2. Perfect, that's exactly what I want to see. So see, now I have access to it anyway, but what we can do just as a finish touch for today for the airport, I want this. Oh, come on, play with me. Okay. I want this exactly in the middle. So what we're gonna do is we gonna move it, and I want to align this with the main terminal. There we go. I don't know why it's slightly off. The window is fine. Okay, that's fine. It should be like that. Okay. So we have our control tower on its place. There we go, and the airport is working. That's the main thing. What I have, it's only car rentals, just to have something. It's not gonna do anything until we're gonna get our airlines, but I don't want to rush into that. The main thing, we have to change this to maybe offices, maybe commercial, but something closer to the airport. I don't think it's a nice to have that. Oh, one thing, I think that was this, yes. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add like in here, that's air launch. So we're gonna have this one in here, just, you know, you're waiting for your plane. It could be anything like an Emirates or something like that. So we're gonna have them in here. Click save. There we go, and it's working fine. That's absolutely fine. There we go, big plane is coming. That's a cargo. They're actually quite intense in there. What I can do, I can actually extend this to this side, which maybe we'll do. I don't know, but we get in there. So our attractiveness will go up. Well, we'll get to that in a second. There will be a couple of things in here, so that will go up. The one thing I've seen, and that was done by Bifa, I quite like it. Let's just try it. That was really nice option. So
You're
if I go
listening
there
to Calm the Mind with your host, Katie Calloway.
to the end,
We're thinking only good
can I
thoughts today.
stretch this?
You know the kind
Oh
I mean.
yes,
And you know the kind
yes,
I
I
don't.
can do that. It's actually quite cool solution. Just at the end, and the reason for it, I'll show you in a second. Look, you have this massive window, but if you look on that side, look at the view. Look at the view. It's a nice view. So we can have that. Maybe the other side. There's a dam in there, so it's still a couple of nice things. That will be removed, so let's not look into that just now. What is that thing? There's more and more of them. Oh my goodness me. One. Okay, let's try and just to see. Where are you going? Why are you still there? Why are you still there? Why are you still there? I don't like it. So that's all happening just now. And as you see, we actually have more and more people using our airports, and that's absolutely mess. So we have to fix that. I just need to find the right way to do it, because we have motorway access in here, and that will be changed. There's just too many houses and just need to close to that. So I'm just gonna think how to use it. The one thing, see, put those fuel tanks in here, because they're far away from all the buildings, and you know they're really dangerous. So just in case if anything goes wrong, you have this covered. But at the same time, see this spot in here, we can use it as let's just see, medium parked plane. Let's just go for small ones. A couple of small planes. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna put this one there. There we go. And I think what we could do now is, if I'm gonna use move it and line up, perfect. So that's like a private jets or anything like that, yeah. And on this side we can have small, medium. We can have 1, 2, I don't know, 3, no, 3 will be good. 3 of them. Large. And on this side we can have, let's just say 2 large one and 1 small at the end. So a couple of planes at the end. Yeah, that will just give us why are they coming together? Okay, that's fine. Let's just put that 650, okay? And I think we need a couple of not terminals, how you call them, hangars. Couple of hangars. The big one, like in here. You can have another big one there, couple of smaller ones, and I think I'm gonna use props as well, just to, no, it can't be there, just to have it we can actually have park planes in there, you know, the large ones. 1, 2, and 3. So that's the large ones waiting for fuel, whatever it's gonna be there. There we go. Attractiveness is on its place. So now we just number of passengers. I can actually use public transport. No, I can actually add where's cargo line? I can't remember when I can find it, honestly. use it straight away. The question is, I think I'm gonna use it in here, and I will take off all the buildings down, which is fine. Museum will be here. That will be a good option. So these houses will be removed. But one thing I want to use now, at least on this side, is we need to add more to our airport. So if I'm gonna use this, there will be some flooding again, but we have to do it. There we go. I don't know what's the safe distance for it, but I'm assuming that will be it. How it's gonna look like? Oh yes, that's really cool. And then we can just take them down and just to see how they're gonna look like. So that's something we have to do all over the place on our airport. If I stay with Anno, that's fine. How we say there. I mean, it doesn't have to be like to exact extension. I need to fix that. Again, we touch, and then we can fix it later on. I think we're gonna go from this point to there. To that point. There we go. How it's looking. Yeah. So now all you need to do is just clean. What's happening there? I don't know, it's the one that follow terrain. That's cool. Okay, fair enough. So that means it's all secure. We can have our hotels in here. We can have our... Okay, that will be fine. That will be absolutely fine. So our airport is growing. And I will say for now that's enough. Next one, we're gonna do entrance. We're gonna fix this issue in there, and that will be it. So last video on the airport. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this creation, and I hope you like the layout. We have 2 runways. Of course, with collision you can't avoid that, and I don't want to use anything. That will be a disaster, but I like the layout. So we have, let's just say, premium brands on this side, cargo and
tree things, nature things, and the third thing, bird
economic
things.
lines
The homes
on
of
this
native
side.
birds are being
That will
destroyed
give
at an
you all
alarming rate.
the possible options
That's
to
why our
use
goal
it.
is to give a birdhouse
It's
to
working,
every bird on
and
Earth.
our
Humans stopped living in trees ages ago. It's time we
major
invited
city we
birds
have in
indoors
here,
with the
and a
rest of
couple
us.
of
Do your
small
part and
ones
text
we
Dirty
have
Birdie to 3030 to
on,
donate a bird
this
bath
side.
to 30 birdies.
That's all
You can
growing
either be part of the
steady,
problem
slowly,
or
but
you can
it's
be with us,
looking
the
quite good.
Forest Foundation.
I still have this intersection to fix. That will be next episode, I think, because it's hurting our city. I want to do nice neighborhood on this side,
Just let those thoughts
and
drift
I
away.
think that will be it.
At Calm calm the mind
for
radio.
this
We
series
never say anything that might agitate
with
our
this city.
listeners.
I already
Whatever
started
that
a
is
new
for you,
series,
whatever it is that gets you all wound up and bothered or filled
and
with
I
dread
try
or misery,
to load
whatever
the
it is that
save, and
troubles
it's
you,
working, which is good.
that's not what we're saying.
So that will be another
Take a
thing
nice
for
deep
that.
breath
And I'm actually
rest
looking
easy.
for
This is Katie
another map
another
to
song.
start something else. I have something in already, a couple of them. One second. I have a couple of them that I already looked at. See the Bonbon series with his water map and all those recommendations. They absolutely brilliant. So check out his channel. And I've seen Flabaliki is back. That's really good. I love his series. He's absolutely hilarious, and it's nice to watch. So have a look on that as well, and enjoy the game. Airport DLC. It's really nice. Couple of nice changes, couple of nice add-ons, and it's looking really good. So I hope this airport is gonna bring more tourists to our main natural reserve we have in here, and to the rest of the city. We're gonna add a couple of things here and there just to finish off, but the main thing, our new airport, it's working, which is absolutely brilliant. So let's just have a quick look from our point of view to our, there we go, our city over there. It's looking pretty nice. Maybe a couple of changes, but apart of that, I'm pretty happy how it's working just now. Take care guys, have a nice evening, and see you soon. Bye bye.